after the sun went down, we're getting some new word on what the judge has decided. Fox 35's Holly Bristow live in Orlando tonight with the newest developments. Holly?
Well, Amy, after the close of business hours, Judge Stan Strickland decided to deny the defense's motion to keep about 1,000 pictures from Casey Anthony's photo bucket account from being released, photos that the defense say were taken at least a year before little Kaylee ever went missing. Other big news out of the courthouse today was that we may have a trial date for October 12th. That's a tentative date set by the judge, agreed upon by the state and the defense. Here's what else happened in court. As the judge was walking into the court to take the bench, Casey Anthony turned around and saw her parents for the first time in more than 4 months. You can see her saying hello. What you can't see was Casey Anthony then turned around, wiped some tears from her eyes. Her hands were shaking. First order of business, Casey Anthony's attorney wants to stop the state attorney's office from releasing thousands of pictures captured from her photobucket.com account. Images Baez feels could embarrass his client. Images he says were taken more than a year before Kaylee disappeared.
If the state feels they want to use any of these images, of course, to select the ones that they feel are relevant to the case, and they can submit those in discovery, whereas these irrelevant images should stay as they are, private and irrelevant.
Baez argued that personal photos previously released like these show Casey Anthony in a bad light. He says they hurt her right to a fair trial. Judge Stan Strickland's response:
It's discovery. I guess my question is, how do I stop news from being news?
Baez's second motion, he wants to stop the state attorney's office from releasing video captured in the jail's medical area on December 11th of Casey Anthony as she learned an Orange County worker found a child's remains around the corner from her parents' home. Video Baez says Casey Anthony had no idea that jail officials were recording.
Unnecessary leaks and unnecessary, I don't even want to call it evidence, has been leaked out into the media for one purpose and one purpose only, and that is to paint our client in a negative light and to try and preclude her from getting a fair trial. And that's what this is about.
Now, Jose Baez has not yet seen that video captured at the jail the day that Casey Anthony found that a child's remains were found around the corner from her parents' home. The judge said he has until Wednesday to go by the state attorney's office and either watch that video with the state attorneys or to pick up a copy of that video for himself. And then after Wednesday, he has 15 days to decide whether or not he still wants to file a motion for protective order to keep that video from being released to the media. And again, those photo bucket pictures will be released. The judge denied Jose Baez's motion. Reporting live at the courthouse, Holly Bristow, Fox 35 News.
Holly, thank you. One of the biggest headlines coming out of today's hearing again is who showed up to hear it. George and Cindy Anthony were right there today to show support for their daughter. This is the first time they have seen Casey Anthony in person since her murder arrest in October. They have not been to the jail to visit her since, and phone calls from Casey to her parents have stopped. Remember, we're also still waiting to hear what George and Cindy Anthony know about their daughter's so-called nanny story. Casey Anthony told investigators that a woman named Zenaida Fernandez Gonzalez took Kaylee. Now a woman with that same name is suing Casey, saying her reputation has been ruined. George and Cindy Anthony say their emotions are too fragile to give a deposition in that case right now. They have a few weeks to prove that with a doctor's note. Here's the bottom line tonight, getting to the heart of what you need to know. Top of the list, a trial date. The judge, again, setting that trial date of October 12th. To get things rolling. We're still waiting for Casey's lawyer to ask to have that trial moved out of town. As for the motions today, the judge heard 2 of them. Casey's lawyer wants to keep a bunch of pictures from making it into evidence. He says those pictures could give jurors the wrong idea about Casey. Again, we just found out less than an hour ago. The judge has denied that motion. The other motion, video of Casey's jailhouse reaction to investigators finding her daughter's body. The judge decided to let Casey's lawyer take a look at that tape before deciding whether or not that video should go public. You can follow this developing story